Jesus is God. Jesus is Savior. Jesus gave you eyes. Use them to read His words in the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But before you read, ask Jesus to open your eyes. Ask Him to open your eyes so that you may see. Ask Him to open your ears so that you may listen to Him only. Do not listen to pastors, to rabbis, to YouTubers. I am not your teacher. Your pastor is not your teacher. Your rabbi is not your teacher. Only Jesus is your teacher. You should learn from Jesus. You should take the yoke of Jesus on you. People who are in church are faithless. Most of them, I have no clue, but I think, that's my guess, that most of them are faithless. You cannot learn anything from someone who is faithless. You cannot learn anything from someone who is faithless. You can only learn from Jesus. You can only learn from Jesus, not other people who are faithless. Jesus set me free from my sin. I was addicted to a particular sin, and I asked Jesus to open my eyes. And I read in the book of Luke how Jesus came to set the captive free. And when I saw it, I was like, yes, Jesus, you can set me free. I am a captive to this sin, and I believe that you can set me free. And He did it after 8 months of prayer, fasting, and applying His commandment in the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. After 8 months, I did receive freedom directly from Jesus. So, believe in Jesus, and He will set you free. He can set you free from anything, from sex addiction, drunkenness, anger, hatred, absolutely everything. Jesus is alive. He is alive, and He can hear you if you speak to Him. This is a promise from Jesus. As Jesus spoke these things, many believed in Him. So He said to the Jews who had believed Him, if you continue in my word, you are truly my disciple. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Jesus is the truth, and He set me free after 8 months of applying His words in my life, fasting and praying to Him, giving Him glory. He set me free in 1 day. All my desire for that sin was gone in 1 day. It wasn't of my own power. I have nothing to boast. I will never boast. Jesus broke an addiction that I had for years, for a decade. I was addicted to that sin since I was 12 years old, and I had been a slave for 15 years. 15 years I was a slave to that sin, and Jesus set me free from it. Jesus is the truth. If you continue in his words in the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, if you apply his commandment in your life like a wise man, Jesus will set you free. You will know the truth. Jesus is the truth, and his word is truth. May Jesus give you understanding and peace. Amen.